Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Let's Play Grand Theft Auto 4, The Lost and the Damned. I'm Mysterious JG, the Let's Player with balls the size of mangoes. No, it's not just a catchphrase. It's clearly true. I'm going to see a doctor about it tomorrow. Last time, after several failures that generally involved things like outrunning the cops, having Jim's bike blowed up, and having my bike blowed up, we finally managed to win the mission where we killed the crooked slash bent cops who were trying to take advantage of us. And Jim was so excited about it, he decided that let's start cruising for battle with punks. So let's, I think we got an autosave. I think we can just follow directly without doing a manual save and get going on this gang war. That way I can do one on screen, load the game, and can I see how much money I have? How would I do that? There's a place to see how much. Current money is 8,456. I'm glad I checked. That's more than I thought we had. So a couple of those missions probably gave us like 1,000 or 1,500 cash. But now that I know that, that's good. It means I won't overestimate how much cash we got by doing these off-screen turf war missions, which I'm going to do. Turf war missions don't work the same as they did in in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the previous game that had them. Because in that, you actually take over portions of the map, and the more you hold, the more cash you get from, CJ's house in sort of south central Los Santos. What about that, like, billion other cops who were there? Inappropriately frisking them, using balls the size of mangoes. Anyway, no, but in this game, you just fight a bunch of guys, and when it's over, it marks how many gang missions you've done. And if you do enough, you get 100%. You get completion points towards 100% completion. And there's a certain number you can do. You unlock weapon drops at your hideout. So that's cool, because that's one of those things that I think people were upset was not part of GTA4 Vanilla, was you never do missions or hidden packages or something that gives you weapon drops outside of your hideout. People missed that. So they brought it back in as part of this gang war. But there's nothing on the map where you expand the Lost and the Lost's MC's holdings or anything like that. You just keep doing missions fighting various other gangs, and you get paid money for winning, even though there's no particular reason you would get money. You are awarded money by the game, and as you do like 10, you unlock a certain gun back at your base, and 20 gives you another gun. And some of the guns you can't unlock until you've proceeded in the story, and like the main reward is a gun that becomes available in story for like almost the very last mission. So it's kind of like, okay, what you can do. Gang missions give you, it's kind of a thing you can play around with post game if you want. And if you do it early in the game, you get a little bit of reward for it. You get these guns dropping at your base, but it's just basically a way to get some money and resources, and it's not required at all, and it doesn't affect the story. So let's do one here. There's more than one style of mission. There's one where you chase down a target that is like, there's like a big red target with little vehicles around it trying to protect it, and you got to blow it up. It's supposed to be like an enemy gang moving drugs or something. There's one where you just fight a bunch of other gang members, and there's a third kind I don't remember. But mostly it seems like I was getting the one where you fought lots of other gang members, and they tend to be like, you have like 3 or 4 guys who come with you who are generic, and in the earliest missions they can help. In the later missions they just get killed instantly. Because the further you go with the gang missions, the more heavily armed the enemy gang members are. It's kind of fun because you get to see the Yardies, who are Little Jacob's gang. They're like, they have like Rastafarian style taunts and dialogue when you fight them, and you fight them in the section of the game where Little Jacob was headquarters. You can fight the Latino gang. You can fight the Angels of Death. You can fight Mafia guys. So it's kind of cool that you get to see these different gangs that aren't necessarily always involved in the story. But it's a little extra thing you can do.
Hello there, James. How you doing?
What's up, gangster?
Getting through it, brother. Just about. Listen, that guy we stole those Angels of Death bikes for, he's got a whole shopping list of bikes he wants.
Okay.
You interested in procuring them?
Oh, never mind. I thought this was related to the mission.
Ain't gonna get us into shit with any more dirty cops.
Them cops ain't around no more. Get Angus on the wire when you're ready to roll. He's got the details. So long, brother.
So that's an optional thing. I haven't done anything yet. So maybe we'll do that on screen a bit. Maybe we won't. But Jim is the one who wanted to go bust some heads, and now he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna call you about something else." Kind of like when Terry sold us guns and then called us as he was driving away to talk about something else. It's an angel, you see.
Brothers for life, lost forever. Let's fucking do it.
Is that Jim over there? I hope
Ready,
that's...
Johnny? Let's send the AOD a message they ain't never gonna forget. Last I heard, they was cruising in Algonquin. My brothers, let's roll.
Okay, I think that is Jim with us. Terry and Clay's stats are displayed above.
This is Weasel. This is the sponsored classic.
Oh, Jim is with us, and Terry and Clay, and the generic warriors. Okay. Hopefully we'll get... So if the generic warriors survive, they level up, but... I mean, trying to keep them alive for many, many missions is going to be challenging.
Let's roll on these motherfuckers.
I got to shot one of my guys. The angels can be troublesome because they really do look exactly like your gang. Who is this? I will take them out. I wasn't fleeing, guys. One of them was. Oh, you guys came after me. Good. Okay, let's finish these guys off. Some of our guys remained behind to fight, and so this like lackadaisical approach I'm using, I could not get away with this on later missions. They've got like powerful guns and they focus on you a lot more.
Let's get out of here.
Gang War 1 of 25. Yeah, I think you can do up to 60 to get more and more gun rewards, but can I check the stats of my allies and see who survived, or they might show it to me in a minute here, but anyway, there you go. So that was the thing I wanted to showcase once. I'm not sure why I'm driving back to the base now. I tell you what I'm going to do, because now we can just load. This will have been the next time. I'm going to go to Stubbs, and I'm going to make sure that this is not a mission I recognize, because that's probably what we'll be doing next. And now you've got gang warfare missions that are just all over the place. We can go just spawn them. But yeah, so there's no special dialogue for finishing it, just a tutorial. And we didn't even get to see the stats of who lived and died. Or if it came up briefly. Maybe it normally comes up and it didn't come up this time because there was tutorial stuff explaining the rewards that blocked it. But yeah, this is a way you can level up guys who's other than Jim, Terry, and Clay, who I believe are kind of like immortal, or if they get killed, they're just like injured or something. They're plot characters. They don't go away. So let's see. Off route. I don't think I remember that name for a mission. I want to make sure I didn't accidentally.
Ah, Mr. Stubbs is expecting you.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Oh, yes, sir. Hello, sir. I'm fine.
Good. Hey, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Do you really enjoy life?
I don't really know what you mean, sir.
I'm not familiar with the concept of
Just sort
enjoyment.
all these rich morons, you know, smelling money and all that stuff, you know. Does that
I
make
don't
you
remember
happy?
this. This will be there.
Yes, sir, something like that. And tell me, sir, are you happy?
Ooh, giving
I
it
mean,
right back
does
to
giving
him.
the man the finger really satisfied some inner urge within you, sir?
The urge to have a
Well,
finger
I
within
think
you,
what I've
sir.
learned is that there's always a man, dude. He just wears a different uniform.
As you say, sir. Mr. Stubbs is in the steam room, right this way.
Okay. I'm glad that we're able to connect with this guy.
Clevitz, how you doing, sport?
Get some clothes on this time.
I'm fully clothed in a steam room with a murdering politician. Well, my whole life falls to shit all around me. Fuck it, I'm all right. Miss your uncle?
Oh, I've doubled up on the therapy.
Change your therapist.
Oh, but I've been seeing Dr. White since I was 7. Man's a genius.
A genius.
Okay, what can I do for you?
Wash you?
I'm not really
Sorry, I
dressed for
don't
this
know where I
and
was
said
going
it
there.
urgent.
Yes, well, there's been a clerical
Bank error in your favor. Collect $200.
Citadel. A group of outstanding civilians, voters. Have
I think this is the guy that Bernie is supposed to be having the affair with. I'm not positive on that, though.
Well, isn't there something you could do about that yourself, man? Pull some strings or something?
No, I'm afraid not, sport. Way too far down the line for that. Too much red tape. Yada, yada, yada. No, all you need to know is that
Bada bing, bada boom.
these gentlemen are in a prison transport bus, and you, my friend, need to liberate them.
Sure, I got it.
Yeah, I don't remember doing this
The
mission,
bus is
so.
at the Leftwood police station. Get them out of there, and we will make it worth your while.
What are you and the voices in your head?
I got it.
Don't sweat it, Klebitz.
Klebitz. What did I've been calling him? I forget what I've been calling him, but it wasn't Klebitz. I've been definitely saying his name wrong, and it was not some intentional wisecrack on my part. It's Johnny Klebitz. At any rate, what we're going to do is load the game. Because I've got a bad cop drop from back in November 2022. Where I'm pretty sure I didn't ever just get bored and decide to do story missions again. I got to this point and, you know, good stuff. So that should be the same mission that's available to us. The mission where we, yeah, I couldn't have done. I was just wondering, like, man, did I ever just like get smashed and decide to play the story offline completely? And I'm realizing, no, oh, 40,000. Yeah, we got a lot more money. Then we got a lot more money. We got a knife. Machine pistol, yeah, it is the combat shotgun. That gun, we got assault rifle, sniper rifle. So we're much better armed, and we have a lot more money than we had. So I should be able to get a little less, just you know, about spending money ever. And we've got guns that drop here. I'm actually switch to the double barrel shotgun instead of the combat shotgun, because I think that's what this is, the double barrel. Yeah, but that's it. Like, any guns I unlocked after that, I guess. Hold on, let me see. Can we see how many? Because I have no idea how many. We've got 100% Terry and Clay toughness. We've never had the assault shotgun, apparently. Pool wins, dart wins, total race time. Stubbs dirty laundry washed. I think that's like a recurring mission where you just kill guys. Biker race wins. Gang wars complete 26. So it said 1 of 25, so I completed one more than that, but I've only unlocked. So if I did like 3 or 4 more, I think I'd get another Whoppet. But I also think I remember reading, and it was like the Whoppets I unlocked. Like I could unlock the grenade launcher with like if I did 50, but I don't think the grenade launcher becomes available. It says like it becomes available and starts spawning when you do 50 gang wars, and you're at mission blah blah. And mission blah blah is like 2 missions from the end of the game. So I didn't bother going any further with it. Okay. But if dead cop drop is the last thing we did, I'm not worried that like I got so drunk at some point that I did the story missions on this save file and forgot, because the save file will be named after the last story mission you did, and it's dead cop drop. So check the mail. I didn't actually read mail in my offline thing, so let's get caught up to where we were in the mail. Which is, we'll give a happy response to Ashley. BG out. I hear you, brother. Then I think we just start getting junk mail. Kill that dead. Okay, you can read that if you want. Online access is expired. Account number. Send us account number, your login password, your mother's maiden name, first pet's name, social security number. Har har. I think that same thing was sent to Nico, because I remember reading it before, and I don't think I was reading any of the mail. Is that a picture of Okay, it's just like hot biker chicks. I was thinking like, hey, it's Ava from Metal Gear Solid 3. And like, oh, but Ava's whole thing was that she was a hot biker chick. So I guess it would make sense that she looks like a hot biker chick. Anyways, I don't feel like doing a mission for Stubbs if there's another gym mission. I don't know that there is. I think we might have... Yep, Stubbs is the only thing we have that will advance the story. So, let's go do that Stubbs mission. He wants us to break some guys out of prison. The prison bus. I wasn't really closely listening, but I got that much, so... Now, I'm mildly curious here. Clay's got the butt. Oh, Angus could... Yeah, let's do a job for Angus, just to see what this is.
What's up?
Brother man, tell me where I can find a bike and I'll bring it right to you.
Johnny boy, this import-export guy, he's got a long shopping list. Glad we got you to do the acquiring. I hate to split up a pair of lovebirds, but there's a couple taking it for a spin around Middle Park.
Fuck it, we're on.
Calculating route.
A ride in the park. Okay. So these almost sound like they would be worth doing on camera then, if there's like... if they're a little bit different every time. They say a pair of lovebirds, I believe they mean a person and their bike.
Michael Graves says he supports family values, but his wife is a harlot.
His wife is a harlot.
Graves has forgotten the tragic events of years ago.
So I'm kind of sort of vaguely heading towards the Stubbs marker anyway. Just because this guy is riding around on that island. But again... it really depends on how much fun you have driving the bike around the city. And with Johnny... Ow. I was about to say, with Johnny being so much more difficult to knock off of the bike, it's a lot more fun than it is with Nico. And, like, I was about to say that when I knocked myself off of the bike. Anyway, I'm a goof and I've lost armor, but... we now have, like, almost 50 grand instead of about $8,000, so... yeah, we have about 400% the money that we used to have. Is that right? Yeah. Oh, but you know what? Well, it's not worth worrying about now. I don't think it's armor we lost, because we fell off the bike. We probably lost health. So I'm okay with that. I would imagine this first bike heist will not be that challenging. And it's really just going to be about... oh, I wonder if they're even riding the bike, or if they're just in the park. Or if the bike is just parked in the park. Obviously, we have to ditch our bike to get it, but... I would think you'd have, like, the intro ones, you just steal a bike that is parked, and then later ones, they might be riding around and you have to chase them. No, this one's moving. They did say it was a joyride, so... so yeah, they're driving around in the middle of the night having a joyride, why not? It is, 1 o'clock in the morning and they are joyriding around the park. Suggest they might be a rather dangerous character, actually, but I think we are more dangerous.
Smoochie time's over, guys. Give up the ride. Get a fucking room, kids.
Oh.
I don't want to fight you.
Good. Don't fight me then. Okay, well, I have to lose the cops. I assume I gotta take the bike back to our home island anyway? I guess I don't know that. Let's head towards a pay and spray, but figure I will probably lose the cops on the way. They've only got 1 star. They're not trying that hard to catch me. Oh my god, she's still with me. Oh well. She doesn't hang on the bike as well as I do. That was fun. Alright, that was kind of fun. I'm glad we did that. So we saw... I don't think we'll do more. Let me know in the comments if you really want to see more, but I would imagine that'll be it for now. There'll be very small amounts of dialogue for some of these. I don't know how many bike theft missions there are, if there's only a handful, or if I get to a point where I'm still having fun with the game, but we're about to end the story and I want to extend the LP, maybe we'll do some more. What makes that unlikely is the fact that after this is done, we got Ballad of Gay Tony. And the possibility that I'll want to jump into GTA 5. GTA 5 is a long game. I don't know if I want to jump into that one or not. But I wouldn't have to have another game lined up to do after it for a while. Like, as far as having like a long open world game to do, if I feel the need to have one on the channel, GTA 5 could be it, but I've also thought about just digging out the Xbox 360, which I already have out for this game, duh. Doing Fallout 3, possibly. Bobo didn't get a chance to actually complete his Fallout 3 LP. So this could be, all those people who have been waiting for Bobo's Fallout 3 LP, this could be a, well, this could tide you over until he has a chance to do it. But I'm talking about something I might do months from now. But there's a bunch of other shit I want to do instead, too. So probably, I don't know why I'm talking about that. I'm killing time while we return this bike. That's what I'm doing. Tonight is gonna be a trip. I don't know why I have this song stuck in my head. It popped up on earlier, but somewhere in this time. That's kind of a semi-recurring, well, it's recurred once or twice, riff tracks gag, too. We have information that there might be a jailbreak. If only we knew where. Information is limited. We believe it's going to be somewhere in this town.
But in a shocking report released yesterday, despite their upbeat demeanor, marketing execs are in fact entirely soulless.
Oh, wow. Marketing execs are soulless? And then my hexer teleports to my location, obviously. Okay, so we got money for that. That's nice. Was it 1,000 or 10,000? I thought it said 1,000, but now it looks like we got like 58K. It's crazy.
There's an Angel motorcycle ready for export, man. That was my end of the deal.
You always were the most reliable brother, Johnny. Too cool.
Yeah, too cool, man. Just call me Scotty Too Hottie and your Grandmaster Sexay. Neither of us will be mentioned by Rikishi in his Hall of Fame speech. Aw, what a sad way to bring down this this video. All right, well, again, we're kind of at the end of a video here before we get on with any we're like a few minutes short of when I would normally end a video, but we're kind of at a stopping point. So I think what we'll do, and yeah, it was health damage and not armor damage we took. I think we will assume that my hexer will be somewhere. Maybe the hexer isn't a unique bike after all. I thought it was. Because those bikes, they very much appear to be identical bikes. All right, well we got races and explosions. We can call that guy what's his face? Angus McCready, Angus McScotsman. We can call him for more missions, bike thefts. But I think what I'll do is I'll use the end of this video to make our way towards the next Stubbs mission. And the video I will be having right after this one, which will be, for those watching these as they go up, if I'm counting correctly, the last video of the weekend, will be trying to progress the plot. I'm fairly routinely having to do these story missions more than one attempt before I can get them done. But nevertheless, just the lack of other nonsense you need to do. We are doing a good job of actually staying on task with story missions and moving through the story. And the decent chunk of like 26 gang wars that I did off screen should go a long way towards us ever needing to worry about money. We're not exactly at like Nico having like 400k. To where like it was all pretty much impossible that we would ever be short of money we needed for anything, because this DLC, just like vanilla, there's no property to buy or anything like that. There's no real outlays of cash other than buying guns, but guns can cost several thousand, so having almost 60k means we don't have to be worried as long as we're not being stupid and like, I'm gonna buy a rocket launcher, no I think I'm gonna buy a grenade launcher, no I think I'm gonna buy a rocket launcher, like switching back and forth constantly. We should be good for money for a while. Probably the whole game if we're not stupid, but we'll see. Wheels of steel, guys. I'm looking forward to the rest of this now because I didn't know anything about Lost and Damned when I started, but having played through a big chunk of the story, like almost a third of the story, to get to this point where I could do off-screening. Everything we've done up to this point has been stuff I've seen before. Now we're getting to where I don't know what's happening in the story. Obviously, something is going to go down with this diamond heist that Ray Bocchino planned. Because we played a role in that. So I'm sure that will be involved in the story along the way. We'll see that from the perspective of the Lost and Damned. Rather, the Lost MCs. Other than that, I mean, something's got to happen with Billy Gray and Brian, and who knows? Maybe it turns out that Jim and Terry and Clay are the true evil all along, but I sort of doubt it. Whatever happens, we'll start exploring it next time. Catch you guys then.